Hey, what's up, y'all? Welcome back to Quality Cup Life. My name is Imani, and so today I wanted to talk about, well, before I get into that, check out the other previous videos. We're talking about basically staying stern and saying no, and just being very direct with people. I know for me, it's not, that doesn't come natural to me, and it's sometimes hard for me to say no, so I wanted to bring in some other people who are pretty good at that. And so check out those other two videos. But in this video today, I wanted to talk about my perspective of leadership. And of course, it's good to be direct with people and also being comfortable with saying no. But the perspective that I've had for a long time is being a leader in your own life. And then also other people gonna be seeing you too, and everybody's a leader, honestly, but my perspective has always been you're not a leader just because you can tell people what to do. My perspective has always been you're a leader when you can do what you're supposed to do regardless, and you don't have to. You can have integrity and do what you're supposed to do when you're supposed to do it without having nobody tell you what to do or have nobody riding on your back. And to me, that's always been important for me to master first. And now that the older that I'm getting, I'm like, okay, you mastered the do what you're supposed to do when you're supposed to do it type of thing. But now it's time for you to graduate into saying no when you want to say no, saying yes when you want to say yes. And then also being more direct with people, because if you're not direct, of course, if you're not direct with people, then they will think that you're okay with certain things, or there might be just some miscommunication and information that might not be what you intended or what you would have wanted. So that's always been my perspective. Well, you asked me. It's at the bottom. The first one.
Downsides to your different perspective on it.
So the downsides to being a good, basically when I was in ROTC, I learned that in order to be a good leader, you have to also be a great follower. And I was like thinking about that, and I was like, they right about that. So I like took it on and like tried to basically master it. But the downside of that is sometimes that people can take that for granted, and they think that just because you're a great follower, they can talk to you however, or just say whatever and expect you to do it. And don't nobody got time for all of that. Like you can't just be coming over here and thinking just because I'm a team player, that doesn't mean that you can just run over the team. You know what I'm saying? Because basically, if I'm not a team player, ain't nothing gonna get done around here if it wasn't for me or for people like me or people with that type of perspective. So that's like one of the downsides. I'm trying to think if there's any other. I would just, well, yeah, kind of like also what I just said, that people think that it's kind of like you're one of those behind the scenes person. It's not as sexy to be background and play background. It's not as sexy. If the primary, the face and the leader of stuff, they get more respect from other people, or like, and when I say respect, I don't mean actual respect, I mean notoriety. But people, they switch those words up, but it's more like notoriety. And like I said before, if it wasn't for people like me with my perspective, wouldn't nothing get done.
Someone's out of line behavior towards or around you.
How do I handle someone being out of line towards me? I have in the past, I've either said something because I got pissed off to the point where like I kind of like snapped a little bit, and they were like, and I'm like, hey, I don't know why you acting like that, because people do that, other people do that, but it's not okay when I do it. But hey, what is what it is. That's one way I've handled it, and then another way is just lay back and let them see what happens when I'm not a part of the team, how far you get. So, and it usually goes not very far. When people like me don't, go to the go to the fullest and, you know, play full out. That's usually what happens. So I had to break out the heated vents. It's cold, y'all. But anyway, I forgot what I was gonna say. Thank y'all so much for watching. Don't forget to check out the 2 previous videos of Austin and Kayla. I think it might be here and here, or at least somewhere in these general directions. Catch y'all later. Bye.